Hi everyone, my name is Kelly Humes and I am OurHealth's Wellness Concierge. Today I'm going to lead a cooking demonstration for you for making your own overnight oats. Today we'll focus on two recipes, the first being a banana walnut version and then the second being a strawberry almond version. So we'll go ahead and get started. What you'll need is a mason jar. Since we're doing two today, I will demonstrate both, so that's why I have two mason jars. And you will need rolled oats. The reason that I picked the rolled oats instead of steel cut or instant is because I think that they work a little bit better and create a better texture and taste. So the nice thing about the mason jar is it actually has measurements here on the side for you. So I'm actually just going to reference this to fill the jar. So we're going to do about a half cup of oats. And I'll actually do that in each one. I'll make the base the same for each recipe, and then we'll add in the ingredients, the special ingredients after that point. So again, I'm going to measure out about a half cup. Set that aside and move on to the chia. We'll use about a tablespoon of the chia in each one. I'm going to give it a little shake, mix it up a little bit. You can also use a spoon if you would like it to be more evenly distributed. And I'll set the chia aside. Before we move on, I just want to take one moment and explain to you the nutritional benefits of both the oats and the chia. So oats in general are going to be a whole grain, so this is going to be a healthier carb option for you. They're going to be rich in fiber and starch, which is going to help you feel fuller longer. One of the types of fiber found in oats is called beta-glucan, and that can actually help lower cholesterol levels. There's a decent amount of research out that supports that. So it's a healthy, nutritious breakfast option. The chia itself is a seed. It has a very mild and neutral flavor, so you can add it to nearly anything and it won't really alter the taste too much. Chia in general is also rich in fiber, and it has omega-3s, the plant-based version of omega-3s, which is called alpha-linoleic acid. Omega-3s can be very helpful in supporting cardiovascular function, so that is why I chose these ingredients to use. Next, I will set one of these aside, and we will now focus on the banana walnut version of the overnight oats. So we have our base set. I'm going to peel this banana here. I chose a relatively ripe one because it's going to be easier to mash. So you can just section it off and then use a fork to mash. The banana is going to add a little bit of creaminess and natural sweetness to your overnight oats. If you'd prefer a fruit that has lower sugar and is lower on the glycemic index, you could use something like apples, you could use pear, you could use cherry, even apricot. So keep that in mind as a substitution. And once you add the mashed banana in, you can mix it to your desired preference. I like to leave mine a little bit on the chunky side just because I think it makes for nice bites. But you can do as you wish and mix as much or as little as you would like. Next, I'm going to add in the walnuts. And this is about 2 tablespoons or so. I pre-measured these, and I actually got whole walnut pieces. What you can do is actually just break them with your fingers, and it'll make better bite-sized pieces. The walnuts, too, are a great plant-based source of omega-3 fatty acids. Again, it is one of the healthiest fats that you can consume. It's going to be high quality and nutrient dense, so it's good to supplement your diet with healthy nutritional fats versus empty calorie fats. Okay, did a little mixing with that. And then last but not least, I'm going to add in some spice. I have a little bit of cinnamon here, and you can do this to your liking, just sprinkle it on in. And then I also have nutmeg to complement the cinnamon. These spices are going to be warming, but they're also going to add a little bit of sweetness without adding any sugar to your overnight oats. After you've mixed both the wet and dry ingredients and added the nuts and spices, you can put in the milk. I chose unsweetened original almond milk. You can use any nut milk variety, or you could use cow's milk. And if you are someone who needs a little bit of extra protein, especially in the morning, you can always add in a dollop of plain Greek yogurt, or you could even add in protein powder. I think a chocolate flavored protein powder would actually taste pretty good with the banana base. So as you can see, as I add the liquid, I'm mixing it in and then pressing it down to make sure that the oats and all the other ingredients start to get a little bit more compact. So by the time that you're done with this, what you want to see is almond milk or milk of your choice just a little bit above the line of the food ingredients. So this one is ready to go. Next step is placing a lid on the mason jar. You want to make sure that this is covered, and then you can put it in the fridge. You want to keep this in the fridge for at least 6 hours. You can go longer. 6 is probably the minimum that I would recommend. And you can pop it in the fridge and then have it for a breakfast in the morning. So I have an already made version here of the same recipe. It spent the night in the fridge. And as you can see, it is pretty thick, like oatmeal might be if you made it more traditionally. And what you can do is open it up in the morning and enjoy, or you can garnish it. I decided to bring in some blueberries because I think the blueberries and bananas will taste nice together, and adding a little bit of fresh fruit adds a little bit more sweetness and a little bit more texture. So essentially all you do is add the blueberries on top, and then you can mix and enjoy. Grab this out of your fridge on your way to work. It's super easy, nutritious, nutrient-dense breakfast that's ready for you whenever you are ready to eat in the morning. So I'm going to set this one aside, and now we will focus our attention on the strawberry almond version. So just like before, we have the oats and the chia. Next step is that I'm going to add in some almond butter. A spoonful or so of the almond butter will work. Just going to add it right in to the top before I mix. When I was shopping for this almond butter, I intentionally chose it because it has no refined sugars and no unhealthy fats or hydrogenated oils, aka trans fats, which are commonly found in nut butter, especially conventional peanut butter brands. So it's just something to be mindful of if eating higher quality fat and less sugar foods are something you want to incorporate into your diet or something that you already do. I'm just mixing the almond butter around a little bit. I'm also going to add in the slivered almonds. About 2 teaspoons or so, or tablespoons or so. Again, nuts like walnuts and almonds are high in healthy fats, healthy unsaturated fats. And we will move on to adding the liquid. Again, you'll have to use your spoon or your fork or whatever you have on hand to submerge and press down on the oats and the other ingredients. And then you want to make sure that your almond milk line is just above the food ingredients. Same process as before. We will close this up, put it in the fridge for at least 6 hours. And what you have next is your overnight oats, all ready to go in the morning. This is a great time to add the strawberries. So I pre-sliced a few strawberries, maybe 3 or 4. You can do more or less depending on your preference. And then you can just add them right into your mason jar. If you don't happen to have a mason jar at home, you can by all means use just a regular Tupperware container or a glass Pyrex container. What you do want to ensure happens is that the overnight oats get covered while they are in the fridge. And an additional garnish, if you'd like, is unsweetened coconut flakes. I think that the crunch of the coconut just adds a nice texture to the smooth and creamy oats. And this too is ready to go, either to eat right now or to put the lid back on and save it for a later morning breakfast. With that in mind, we have both the banana walnut with fresh blueberries and then the strawberry almond with coconut on top. And these breakfasts are simple, they're easy, they're full of whole grains, they're nutrient rich, minimal ingredients, and easy to make, perfect for on-the-go busy mornings. Thank you for listening today. My name is Kelly Humes. I'm OurHealth Wellness Concierge. Please, if you liked what you saw today, please feel free to like our Facebook page. You can also visit our website at OurHealthConcierge.com for more recipes and to view our wellness-based product and service options.